On a Friday night, good evening, everyone. Welcome to a jam-packed More Sports and Less Levine show. You can reach us at the beginning and at the end, now that I think about it, at 216-575-0403. A couple of guests in the first few segments, a couple of players who played in the old Negro baseball leagues back in the 40s. We've got Bill Reddy Cash on the left, catcher, right?
That's correct.
So maybe we'll show you. Can you still get down into the crouch or not?
I can get down, but I may not get up.
And Armando Vasquez, who played actually out of Cuba in the, what, it was a New York Cuban team as part of the Negro Leagues?
Yeah, part of the Negro League, yes.
Yeah. So you played with some serious players, Minnie Minoso, Louis Tiant's dad, right?
And up to you, I played for Hank Aaron before he played in the Negro League.
Hank Aaron played there?
That's right. He was to play shortstop for the Clown. I was to play first base.
Which, what, the Indianapolis Clowns or the
Clowns,
Cincinnati?
yeah.
How did you have the Cincinnati Clowns and the Indianapolis Clowns? Was it the same franchise that moved?
Yeah, because it was a Cincinnati and Indianapolis. We played with the home
half
team.
the game. Oh, you rotate?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, halfway between would be like Muncie, Indiana, or something.
Yeah, before the Hank, he signed. He was playing shortstop with the Clown. I was to play first base.
How old would he have been then? 16, maybe?
Yeah.
And could you tell right then? I mean, his wrists had to be unbelievable. He wasn't a big guy.
No, he was a guy, but he was a good arm. But he was a good size. He was a little guy.
But he was skinny.
Yeah,
right?
not so skinny either. He was about 140, 145 pounds or more, or 150
pounds. How about Ernie Banks? Did he play with or against you? Now, here's a guy who was skinny even through his career, right?
He was at Kansas City.
Kansas City Monarchs, which, of course, most people think Satchel Paige ran that. How good was Satchel, Bill?
He was good.
He was good? Just good or great or what?
Well, Joe DiMaggio and Dizzy Dean will tell you Satchel Paige was the greatest pitcher that ever lived.
Is that right? Yeah. And you just told me minutes before the show about Josh Gibson. Tell me what you said.
Well, Josh was the greatest hitter.
Greatest hitter.
He was a good catcher, too. Very good catcher.
Well, if you hit that well, you don't have to catch.
Well, the idea is he was. He could hit and catch.
Could he run at all?
Yeah.
I mean, he was a big guy for those days.
Big guy, yeah. He weighed about 220.
Right.
And he could run. And he had a good arm. He could throw you out, go into second base. But nobody hit like Josh. Right. Nobody.
See, yeah. I've always told I've been told that Albert Bell reminds the old-time guys of Josh Gibson.
He may
not personality-wise, but playing the game.
He may hit some home runs, but they never hit him like Josh.
Right.
When Josh hit home runs, the ball is still going up when it leaves the ballpark.
Is that right? No park big enough for him.
No,
huh?
no.
Yeah. Well, obviously, from a historical standpoint, you point to Jackie Robinson in 1947, but the move to get the African Americans into the major leagues started several years earlier.
That's true.
And was Robinson pinpointed as the guy that was going to break the barrier, or were the owners, in this case Branch Rickey from Brooklyn, were they taking a wait-and-see attitude? Was there a battle between Larry Doby and Jack Robinson, for example, to be first?
Now, the thing about it is, Branch Rickey had scouted the Negro Leagues for 3 or 4 years, and he saw that when we played in the major league ballparks, we outdrew the major leagues.
And the cost of the ticket was basically the same?
Well, I don't know about any other park, but in Philadelphia, the ticket was only $2.50.
Okay, and which might have been what the major league team was also.
Yeah,
maybe.
I guess so. And we played in Shibe Park just on Monday because Philadelphia Athletics or the Phillies, one was coming in and one was going. And Monday was always open.
So you play a doubleheader on Monday?
Yeah.
But was the league playing games throughout the week?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, Armando, you were playing, even though they could only play home games on Monday, in New York, you were at the Polo Grounds, right?
Yeah, we were in the Polo Grounds. Yeah, right. We played most of the time in the weekend, and Saturday or Sunday. You know, for the big day, it was Sunday. We drove around 35,000, 40,000 people.
35,000, 40,000 people.
That's right.
And the crowd makeup, 99% African American or 40%? I mean, what would it be?
It was a mix. It was mixed.
So when I hear that, when you hear 35,000 or 40,000 and half of it is white and half not, it just makes you want. It certainly seems to me it was ready to be accepted to have African Americans in Major League Baseball, which, you talk about Jackie Robinson in 1947. It seems to me this country, I mean, they were ready for it years before that.
It's true, but the idea is they didn't, the ball teams was the ones that didn't want the black ball players. We played against them. When the season was over, we barnstormed against them, and we beat them.
Why
See,
would they
so-
do that? If you could beat them, why would they do that?
I don't
Because
know.
it would be, number one, it would be embarrassing, and number two, it would be, wouldn't help their cause to keep you out.
Well, after 1931, Kenshaw Mountainandis stopped them. He says, "You
Stop
guys
the barnstorming
stop- yeah,
for that very
yeah.
reason. They were
Well-
looking bad.
Well, the Hilldale Ball Club, that was a big Negro team in Derby, right outside of Philadelphia.
Right.
And when the Philadelphia Athletics in 29, 30, and 31 winning the World Championship, the Philadelphia Athletics would come over Hilldale, and they had a pitcher on the Hilldale Club named Phil Cockrell. One of the main he
Right.
was an umpire in our league. He used to sit us down and tell us all about. He said they wouldn't allow him to get a run. And Kenshaw Mountainandis, told the air, he said, "You guys are world champions, and go over there and let the niggas beat you." And that's the
And
way
that's
it
what he
was.
said.
That's what he said. He stopped them from playing.
All right, we're going to have to take a break or they'll stop us from playing. 216-575-0403. A little bit later, Damon Stringer, great point guard for Cleveland State, will be joining us. Cleveland Cola, a great new taste for Cleveland. If your store doesn't carry it, please ask for it by name. We've got the regular cola, the diet, the lemon lime, and the orange. Armando Vasquez as well as Bill Reddy Cash are with us, and we'll take your calls at 216-575-0403. More sports and Les Levine continues after these messages.
Visually arresting, a pinnacle of refinement, seamlessly stylish. Amazing how the same words that people use to describe our new cars may now be applied to the experience of acquiring one. Hi, I'm Samantha Baker. Welcome to the new Fred Baker. Welcome to the new world of Audi. Right now, lease a new 2000 Audi A6 Quattro for only $499 per month. At Fred Baker Audi, your satisfaction is our #1 priority. That is why we'll continue to be Ohio's #1 Audi dealer. Same Fred Baker, bigger building, more Audis.
Baseball is a game of inches, of what-ifs and if-onlys. Baseball is a slow game where pitches are counted and warm-ups taken. But it's a game of incredible speed, too. Baseball is a game that can go on for hours or end in a fraction of a second it takes for a bat to hit a ball. Indians tickets go back on sale starting February 26th. Call 1-888-70-TRIBE. Indians Baseball. Don't miss a play.
This is the perfect Valentine's Day gift. A long-stemmed rose enveloped in shimmering 24-karat gold will tell her, "I love you forever." You'd expect to pay hundreds for something so rare, so magnificent, but
Why pay retail?
for only $49.95, you can give her this year's most romantic Valentine's gift. But you must hurry, because Howard only has 200 of these 24-karat gold roses for the whole city. And Howard will ship your rose for free anywhere in the continental U.S. So visit Howard
Why pay retail?
in Maple Heights on Northfield Road, or stop by his twin location
Why pay retail?
in Parma Heights at Pearl and York across from Walmart.
Get the edge. The Cleveland Sport Goods, your complete sport and athletic outfitters. We carry the brands you really want at prices that won't fake you out. Top-of-the-line equipment from top-of-the-line manufacturers all in one location.
Don't miss out on Cleveland Sport Goods' annual inventory clearance sale going on now through February 29th. Enjoy savings of 10 to 60% off all in-stock items.
The Cleveland Sport Goods, Mayfield and Green in South Euclid. Get the edge.
We're going to win one for the Gipper. George Gipp would be 105 today. Probably not around to watch it. Paul Olive, I think he played at Colgate, pretty sure, in 1947. It's a phony name, don't worry about it. It's an inside joke. 216-575-0403. Flannery's, which is right next to Aces and Jewelers, where the Negro Baseball League displays are on display. But Flannery's Pub, right at 4th and Prospect, a terrific place. If you're going down to Cleveland State basketball tonight or Thursday or Saturday, stop in after the game. Rolly Massimino and his coaching staff will join you there at Flannery's Pub. Excellent meals, sandwiches, and entrees at a surprisingly low cost. Armando Vasquez, as well as Bill Cash, are with us. Played in the Negro Baseball Leagues, 44 to 40, let's say 43 to 50.
Right.
And 44 to
44
48.
to 52.
52?
Yeah,
All right.
44 to 52.
Shall we hit the phones?
Yeah.
See what people want to know. Hi, you're on the air. Go ahead.
How you doing, Les?
Good, how are you?
This is the first time I've ever gotten through to your show.
Well, I appreciate that.
Talk a little baseball.
Do it.
Glad to see the Indians are back. Hello?
Yes.
Glad to see the Indians are back.
Well, so are we.
It was very boring. I mean,
Yeah,
the Cavs are all right, but
Well, but
glad
for-
to see the Indians back.
Well, the month of February, if you're a sports fan, it's the weakest month of the year.
Yes, it is. But let me ask
Hey,
you.
Michelle,
Sure.
can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Call me back in the or we'll get back to you in the next segment. I've got these guys here, and I want to go with some historical stuff, okay?
Sure.
Call me back a little bit later.
Sure.
Thank you. Did I say it nicely? A nice way of hanging up on her? No, Michelle, I did not mean that. How much talk went on during the prior to 1947, before Jackie Robinson? How much talk by you guys in the clubhouse or hotels or whatever about the dream of finally breaking that color barrier? And did it matter who was the guy or who the guys were?
Well, as far as I was concerned, it didn't matter. It wasn't a lot of talking in the ball players, because we didn't know. We knew Branch Rickey and the other clubs had scouts, scouting on us, you know, and even the Dodgers had a scout go to see about Willie Mays, and he came back with the word he can't hit a curveball. So the Giants said thank you.
So, I hope the guy got fired, whoever that was.
I don't know.
My guess it might have been Al Campanis, but what do I know?
And Armando didn't tell you when Hank Aaron was a little youngster, he batted cross-handed.
Is that right? Right-handed batter with the left hand on top?
Right.
Why did he do that? I mean, nobody said, hey, Hank, excuse me, if you'd like to be the all-time home run king, you better switch the hands around.
Right.
Well, I wonder why he didn't become a left-handed batter. If the stroke was there with the way the wrists were cross-handed.
He grew up that way.
He grew up that way.
Yeah.
He couldn't have to the extension. Somebody may have to the extension.
Well, he probably could have been a great switch hitter.
I don't know whether Piper Davis or he was a manager of Birmingham Black Bears or somebody in the organization got together with him and changed it, because he didn't stay a long time with the Birmingham Black Bears, just like Willie Mays.
Yeah, he moved right. They both moved up pretty quick.
No, I mean, I'm sorry, with the Indianapolis Clowns.
Indianapolis Clowns.
Right.
Because Willie Mays was Birmingham.
And Buster Hayward, he was catcher for Indianapolis. Buster Hayward was
when Willie Mays came up or into the league, did heads turn, say this guy's unbelievable, or was it a slower process than that, Armando?
When Willie Mays started, you know, the Giants, he selling to Cuba to play for the Amendares
His
team.
first team was with Cuba?
Before he come to the Giants.
Right.
The Giants was assigned, and he selling to the Winter Bowl, he selling to Cuba to play for Amendares. You know, give them more.
As part of the Negro leagues?
No.
The Cuban leagues.
Cuban league.
Okay. Cuban league. Yeah, because we have so many ball players from the organized ball played in Cuba.
Right.
I mean, the Brooklyn, though, you have a lot of ball play. And, you know, for Montreal, played in Cuba.
Right.
In the Winter League. And the Giant is selling to Willie May to Cuba to play for Amendares team. For the one and no. You don't want to get hurt.
Now, did Willie start as a center fielder then, or was he an infielder also?
The center fielder with Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham Black Bears.
Right. But did you guys know when you'd see a guy like that, you just knew?
Well, I knew.
I know because I was playing against him. Yeah, when he was with Birmingham Black Bears, I was playing for the Giants, for the Clown.
Right.
And
now you played with Minnie Minoso, who played here in the 50s, who could play everything. He played third base, played the outfield.
Yeah, played third base, played outfield. Minnie Minoso, yeah.
Right. And you also played against Louis Tiant's father?
Yeah, because I played in Cuba, because I was coming young, and I was a player for the Amendares team.
Right.
And his father was a player for Mariano team. That thing he was catching in Cuba.
Right. Other than Josh Gibson, who had some personal problems and among other things, in that era, were there any other players that you all thought were terrific who just never got the shot even once the barrier was broken? Most people would say Josh Gibson, but some of them were too old at that time also. So, but of the ones who were of the right age, baseball-wise, who didn't make it?
Well, I have several of them. We had a center fielder named Gene Benson.
Okay.
He could hit right-handers, left-handers. He bat from the left side. He had left-handers, but he did right-handers.
Is that right?
And there's a pitcher on Kansas City that I caught in Venezuela, Hilton Smith. And whenever Kansas City come into Philadelphia, we want to know who's going to follow Satchel, because Satchel's only going to pitch 3 innings.
Right.
He's a drawing card.
He would pitch every game 3 innings, right?
Yeah. So if they say Hilton Smith is going to pitch, you better get some on Satchel, because you're not going to get any on him.
Right.
See? So,
Hi, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Gentlemen, honor to talk to you. Did you guys play against a third baseman? I've seen a picture of him, a sort of a stocky guy named Judd Wilson, and how good was he?
Yeah. Yeah, Joe Pooja Wilson.
Yeah.
He played for Homestead Grays. He played for the Philly Stars. And we always said he couldn't catch the ball. He'd get in front of the ball, and the ball hit him in the chest. And he throw
Well, he's
the guy
quick enough to get in front then. Yeah.
And you gentlemen, did you ever come into Cleveland to play the Buckeyes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which played at League Park,
Yeah.
right? How did the Cleveland team draw? Did they draw pretty well?
Good, real good. They had a good ball club.
They had a good.
They won the championship in 45.
Yeah.
They beat the
Right.
Grays, Homestead Grays in 45.
I remember he got a good first base because the name Archie Ware.
Archie Ware.
I have a son Jethro plays on the field. He had two brothers, and they Jefferson brother, both pitching. He played for the team up
And
here.
Quincy Troop was the manager.
He managing.
Well, how about travel? Trains?
Same
Or
way.
buses?
Same way,
buses.
same way. Buses.
Buses?
All the team had buses.
And other than the obvious choices like the southern teams, did you have trouble in all cities getting hotels?
Yeah.
In all cities, north and south?
Not north. We had, like the city of New York, all the teams stayed at the Woodside Hotel
Okay,
in New York City.
right.
And other places, that sometimes you stay in a hotel, sometimes you didn't.
Sometimes we got to look for the room and house. You know, somebody in an apartment rented room for 1 night or 2 nights. That's it.
All right, there's going to be a historical display of the Negro Leagues at A. Sisser Jewelers, and that's at 4th and Prospect. You might want to stop by. And they also have a traveling exhibit tonight. It'll be out at St. Malachi's, and then it'll be down at Sisser's tomorrow at 4th and Prospect. And if you are a baseball historical fan, I would suggest you stop by. Bill, it was a pleasure. Thank you for coming. Enjoy your stay in Cleveland. Armando, same here. Stay here right 1 minute because I have to talk about Ace Copy Equipment. Damon Stringer will be joining us shortly. Ace American Copy Equipment. They've got Rico and Hewlett-Packard, the top names in the business, and Ace Copy can supply you with the most outstanding products, services, and supplies in the market today. They are the official copy suppliers to Jacobs Field and the Cleveland Indians. Our thanks to the people, but to Bob Zimmer at Ace Sisser Jewelers, and did I say that right? Sisser, yeah, okay. And where the display will be, and our 2 players from the Negro Leagues, Armando and to Bill. We'll be back with Damon Stringer after we pause for these messages. You're watching More Sports and Less Levine.
And now a few words from Dave and Eric, hosts of the Midnight Movie. The Midnight Movie will leave you speechless.
Kevin Nash made it perfectly clear.
We make the rules.
NWO 2000 is on a mission to conquer and rule, or to ruin and destroy the very existence of WCW. Is there anyone who can stop the insanity? Find out as Snickers presents WCW Super Brawl. Sunday, February 20th, live and only on pay-per-view.
The producers of American Pie agree with people everywhere that some subjects should not be taught in the classroom. That's what movies are for.
Oh, baby. I think he's trying to watch some illegal channels here.
Give me this, please.
Oh,
and
my
let's
God.
get this.
If it's not outrageous, it's not in here.
What is it like?
Like warm apple pie. Huh? American Pie.
Order on pay-per-view. Cablevision presents the 9th Annual Southwest General Health Center and Qual Choice Chili Open Golf Classic, Saturday, February 19th at the Berea Fairgrounds. The Rotary Clubs of Strongsville and Lakewood Rocky River invite you to enjoy golf, food, a hole-in-one contest, and celebrity auction. Entry forms are available at all Key Bank, Sherwin-Williams, and Wendy's locations, or call the Chili Hotline. The 9th Annual Chili Golf Open is presented by Cablevision and benefits local charities.
Well, if you're an Indians fan, you want all the inside scoop on the Cleveland Indians, you can get it with a subscription to Indians Inc., the preferred publication of the Cleveland Indians. Frank Derry now in his 10th year of putting out the #1 baseball team publication in the country. Every issue filled with insight on the Indians as well as their 6 farm teams. It's delivered 26 times per year, but if you call Frank at that 800 number and give him a How Come Quickie, you'll get an additional 5 issues at no charge, and the best one of each month will get a pair of box seat tickets to an Indians game in that month. from Indians, Inc., 1-800-336-0514. We change gears from baseball, the old Negro leagues, to NCAA basketball. Damon Stringer is here. Let's see, you've made the long trip starting at Cleveland Heights, then you go down Route 71 to Columbus, then you come back, you wait a couple of years, and now this season's almost over. And the tough part from your point of view is you still don't know if you have another year of eligibility, right?
Yeah.